travel photography, most people these days opt for an expensive DSLR or a phone, but there are some other options that you might want to consider. From drones to wearable activity cameras, instant print cameras, and even camera traps, there's lots of different ways that you can capture stunning imagery on your travels. So what sort of things should you consider when buying a non-traditional camera? Well, the first thing is weight. Something like a GoPro or a drone can be lightweight or it can be really, really heavy. And as we know, with luggage restrictions decreasing all the time on airlines, weight is definitely an important thing to consider. The other thing you should think about is the actual quality of the image you'll get from the camera. If it's just going to do still photography, then you want to look at the megapixel count. If you're going to be looking to do video, does it do 1080 HD? Does it do 4K? Obviously, the higher, the better quality that you'll get. Also have a look for how many frames per second. The higher the number, the smoother the footage that you'll record when it comes to video. And you might want to also consider the lens size of the camera, because that will make a difference to how wide or how close the shot will be, and therefore how close to your subject you need to be when shooting. If you're using an active camera, so something like a GoPro or a drone, you want to check that it has some kind of inbuilt stability mechanism, so that when you're moving along up and down, it automatically makes the shot much, much smoother. One of the most important things to think about with non-traditional cameras is legality. Drones, for instance, are hugely controversial in some countries. With examples like Morocco, they'll even take it off you at the airport. So do your research before you take it there. Other cameras, such as camera traps as well, you don't want to set them up on private property without beforehand asking for permission. And then, of course, just normal photography. When you're taking a picture of someone you don't know, it's always good to ask. Not only is it the right thing to do morally, but it can mean you build up a rapport with someone and get a much better picture as a result. And probably finally, the most important question to ask yourself is, do I really need it? If you're going to take your phone with you, your DSLR, that's probably going to be your primary source of taking photographs. So you might want to take a drone for aerial shots, a camera trap to capture wildlife, or a GoPro to do underwater footage, or an instant print cam so you can give someone the picture you immediately take. But you might not necessarily need that on all your travels. I, for instance, am recording all of this on my smartphone. So just think about whether you really need it, and then go out there and have fun experimenting with your travel photography, because after all, that's what it's all about.